solitude. We hate that, don't we? Well, thousands of dogs go through all of this every day. They didn't do anything wrong. They just got to this world hoping to love and be loved. That is why we created Rescate Firulais. We are an association that seeks the benefit of these defenseless creatures. What we do is go and find dogs in street conditions to rehabilitate them and find them a new home. Meanwhile they are adopted, we give them protection and restore them to health completely. But most importantly, we give them love. Nobody deserves to be on the streets. Come, your best friend is waiting.
Okay, so now I'm going to present the step-by-step of our dog rescue project. Our first step we have to do is identify the stray dogs that we are going to rescue. There might be like a problem with this, that it would be that how are we going to know that they are actually stray dogs? Because in many places people don't put a leash on their dog and don't put like a name tag on them. So they seem like stray dogs, but they aren't actually stray dogs. So to prevent stealing or taking dogs that do have an owner, what we are going to do is to identify them and start asking the people around the colony if they know the dog, if they know if they have an owner or if it's just a stray dog. So when we have these stray dogs identified, what we're going to do next is to try to capture them, well, not capture them, but rescue them. So for this we're going to take a leash and a cage. Our first option is going to be to leash them, but many dogs have been abused, like on the earlier stages. So many of those dogs are actually scared of humans. So to prevent this and to help them and to be easier, we will try to gain their trust by petting them and by giving them treats. So if we can do it that way, that will be our first option, to leash them. But if they can't be leashed, what we are going to do is to put a cage. So we are going to try to cage them, and that will be our last resort. And once we have the possession of the dog, the next thing we have to do is to check them out. So many times we will try to go with medical vet students, so they don't charge, or they charge a very cheap price, and it also helps them. But we also in the future may try to partner with a vet, so it will be a more professional and more specialized treatment. And what we are going to do is to put vaccines on them, and we also will have to deworm them, because many times, since they are stray dogs, they like very bad food. So yes, we will need to deworm them, and for this we also will go with a partner vet or many times medical students, so we don't have to put a lot of money into it. And the next thing we're going to do is to start promoting the dog. So we are going to use social media in our benefit. So we are going to have a page, or there are many Facebook pages or groups, and we will start posting the transformation of the dog. So people are more encouraged to do, seeing the bad conditions the dog was and the good conditions he is now. So we will use social media in our favor to find people who can take care of the dog. So once we have the new owner of the dog, what we are going to do is to arrange a meeting with the new owner, and we will give them the dog, but we will also see that the owner is not like a bad person, because many people also try like adopt dogs and then later on abuse them. So we're also going to try to see if they have any weird conducts with the dog. And once we give them the dog, we can ask for a monetary donation, but it will be totally optional. And this monetary donation will help us to keep rescuing dogs, so we can continue our labor, because as many of you know, like many of things will be given to us freely by some vets, but eventually they will start charging us because not everything can be free. So yes, we will try to get some money to, but like all the proceedings of these donations will go totally to the rescuing of the dogs.
What's up, everybody? So our main objective was to save as much of dogs as possible, which we did because we saved a decent amount of dogs. And our main obstacles was the lack of resources, which at the beginning we didn't have any money. So we started asking for donations to our friends and family. But at first we didn't have any movement, we didn't have any donations until we put some pressure into our families to donate. And luckily they donated a decent amount of money, and especially Maurice's father, which he's rich. He donated most of the money, and that really helped us throughout our project. Another big challenge we had was to actually find the dogs a new home, because at first we created a new Instagram account, like business account, which we posted all the dogs and to see who will want to adopt them, but the page didn't got any attention. So after weeks of not having any responses to the pictures, we actually decided to post the pictures to our personal accounts, which that gained much more attractions. And throughout 2 weeks, we started getting a bunch of messages about people wanting to actually adopt the dogs. In conclusion, the biggest challenges we had was to get resources, taking care of the dogs, and finding them a new home, which obviously we surpassed the challenge. We managed to save a decent amount of dogs and found them a new home, which actually exceeded our expectations, and we are really happy with the outcome of our project.